Here we are. I do believe we're on. Hello, everyone. I'm Annette McCoy, and I'm always delighted to be with you. This morning, I would like to introduce a new guest, Elaine Ann. Welcome to Angel Heart Radio, Elaine Ann.
Thank you so much, and it's lovely to be on here. Thank you, Annette, for inviting me.
Well, and today we're going to be talking about numerology. Those of you who would like to join us and ask questions or maybe get a very quick reading from Elaine, please go to Angel Heart Radio Facebook page, because there you can type in your date of birth, as in you only need, for today, Elaine, I believe, we need the day and the month, because you're going to tell people what they can expect in the coming month or months.
Correct. Thank you. What a beautiful day today. It's cooler today.
It is. Yeah. Isn't it interesting how we, what's the word? Yes, are affected by the weather.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, it's like days of non-sunshine can make someone feel out of sorts too. But then when the sun comes out, everyone's going, yay!
Yeah, indeed.
Well, I'm that one person.
Now, I'm wondering, here we are. We've got some lovelies. Isn't it gorgeous? Rose Gray has joined us. Hello, Rose. And Annette very, very kindly put a message out to alert people that we were running a tad late. Technology is fantastic when it works, and I give thanks for technology, and I give thanks for the Earth Angels who are there to support us and keep us calm and all that kind of stuff.
Right, they do, don't they? They make us feel, take a breath.
Indeed. Now, Miss Elaine, you
Yes.
Maybe a little quick intro about numerology and how you use it.
Okay, firstly, I take your month and your day and also the year you were born. That will give you a life number. Then I look at the day and the month and the year we're in, and that will give you a personal year number. So say like if you were born the 3rd of the 3rd and 2022, that all equals up to a 3. So when you're looking at that, you're saying, okay, this year you will be in, and it's all about laughter and fun and enjoying things. Now with the extra 3, because it's the 3rd of the 3rd, it means that there could be a lot of chatter because your 3 is on the grid and it's on the top line. So it means that there may be things you need to look at on how you explain things and how you get your words out. So 3 is a fun-loving number, the entertainer.
Right. Well, that's me. I love having fun.
I do too. Anyone can tell you I love fun.
So what I'm going to suggest is that the beautiful people who've joined us in the chat room, if you would like a little reading from Elaine Ann, please put in your day and month, and then it will be related to March. Am I right, Elaine?
Yes.
You can relate it to March.
February. We've finished February, sort of. So the influence of the birthday in March, April, May you'll start feeling the difference of the personal year number as well as personal month number. So at the moment, I'll do a personal year number with a 2022. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, we have several ladies in the chat room. Thank you all very, very much for joining us. I think, Elizabeth Ann, you have a private fan club, which is wonderful to know, because, see, this is Angel Heart Radio watchers are going to be introduced to you, and your friends and supporters are going to be introduced to Angel Heart Radio. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, it is a win-win. And I'm really appreciative of meeting you too, for how it's come about. It was meant to be.
Oh, totally. Totally. Yeah. And speaking of the lady who introduced us, Carol, she would love a reading. Now, she's the 17th of the 3rd. So, she's got a birthday month as well.
Yeah.
Does that impact any greater, Elaine?
Sorry.
So being a birthday month, does that impact any greater on what might happen for a person?
No, not really. It's more about her speaking up. She's in a family situation where she needs to address it. So 17 and 3 is 20, plus 6 is 26. So that's an 8. So it's taking control, looking at contracts and business things as well. The 8 never breaks. So it's like, as everyone tells me, finity. So it keeps going and going and going. With the 3 in her birthday, she may have to think of what she speaks out. All right. So what you speak out is what you get back. So if it's a negative, it will be negative. If Carol feels, I haven't got enough money, she's not going to have enough. If she feels, I'm never going to move from here, she'll never move. But if she turns it around and says, okay, I'm going to stand my ground, I'm taking control, and then I'm moving forward. All right? That is a positive energy. So most times when people think a negative, yell out a colour or anything to disrupt that thought. And 3s are very good at self-sabotage themselves, even though they can be very spiritual as well. We'll see with her 17 and the 3rd, that is, the 7 is the born healer. The 3 is the communicator, mind, body, spirit.
Right.
So, yeah, this year for 2022, she will be changing a lot of things around her. So, yeah. But hang in there, Carol, because there's a lot of stuff for you to look at. And with the 17 and the 3, plus the 6 as a year, so that's 26. So this month we add the 3, say for her birthday, the 3, because we're near the end of Feb. Is that correct? Yes. So 17 is 20, 23. It means moving. It means real estate for this month coming up for her birthday. So it's changing the real estate around her. And also the 5 is it's letting go of the old or letting go of things that push your buttons. So, yeah, she's in for a big ride.
Right. Elaine, a couple of things. Somebody was asking, today we only need the day and the month.
Yes.
And what I love about readings is that quite often what is relevant for somebody else, we can sort of go, oh, that's a nice little prod for me.
Yes, that's true, because sometimes when you do a reading, I find that people, when they talk to me, that we're going through similar things, and your advice them and they're saying how they're feeling, and so, oh, that's another way of looking at things, because we're all connected in some way, shape or form.
That's
you know,
true.
and what you give out is always returned. So yeah.
And Carol's excited because she said moving, excited.
Oh,
yes, so watch this space.
Yeah, well, I'd love to know, Carol, what happens in next month for your birthday month. Yeah.
Yes. Now, Rose, her date is the 17th of the 8th.
Oh, so she's a Leo, isn't it? Leo, yeah. 222. So 6. Yep. Oh, it's just adding an extra 5 on, yeah. So
your maths is very good.
22. This year, for the 17th of the 8th, now she is still in a 21 year because as in a number 3, but she's working through the 2 and the 1. So the 2 is all about sensitivity. It's all about your psychic. It's all about unconditional love, but it's the analytical mind sorting things out. So it's stopping the problem before it gets too big. So using her intuition, her gut, because the 2 represents mother, the 1 represents father. So it's saying, and I didn't make the rules up, of course, but the 1 is the male, the 2 is the female. You add them both together and you get your 3 as the child. So, and Rose, she's got her permanent number 8 there. So sometimes it's habit forming. I've got an 8 in my birthday too for August. So it's taking control. It's all karmic. So people may come into a life for 1 minute and then they'll go. So it's contracts on another level. So when the contract's finished, see what you've learned from that person and thank them, because it's made you stronger no matter what you've gone through. Okay, with the 22 for this year, it means old soul stuff. It means 22 is very spiritual and it's about waking up, but it's also about the builder. So building things for her comforts, taking things and knowing it's safe to do so. Okay, for the month, that would be 16, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, the brand new beginnings in March for her. The 0 goes around and around, left or right, whichever way you want to, if you're left-handed or right-handed. So got to cover everything. So with Rose, the 1 will the 0 will empower Annette. So it make it in her face. So brand new relationships, brand new beginnings. There could be babies around her, around Rose. So yeah, and then the following month she'll be in a 2. So the 2 is looking after herself too, and the 2's about nervousness. So being aware of that nervous, but very passionate, very, very passionate. Okay.
Now, Elaine, all of the 2s, that impacts on all of us, doesn't it? Irrespective of our birthday.
That's right. The 2022, so that becomes a 6. All right. But when you break it down, the 2 is all about caring and nurturing. All right, because it's the mother number, but it's also being passionate, fixing things. Sometimes we can't fix everything, even though we think we can. So then you've got your 0 there, so that empowers everything. It's more about mums and anyone is stepping in and saying, no, I am a bit sensitive at the moment. But with the 3 2s, that is definitely saying very, very sensitive. The 6 represents the carer of the world. So 6 are beautiful people, but they also, with the 2s, and it equals the 6, it's more to do with family, being there, having bigger shoulders so people can cry on them. So this year for everyone. But when you add the 6 up, it's saying, I want to do something, but I don't know what to do because it's the creative number. Now, it could be teaching yourself new things, or it can be looking at building on new things as well. So like I used to be when I was a little bit younger, just a smidge, I was a pixie photo lady. And then I went from being a pixie photo lady in the stores to a barista. So it's like we're changing everything. We know what we would like to do, but then it's stepping back and going, no, I'm going to create this. It's all about our mind and our thoughts, because the 6 universal year is talking about anxiety and letting go of things and changing things around us. With the 2 2 on the end, so 2022, it's all about the builder. So we're all building things for our future. We're looking at our safety and we're looking at planting our seeds. So all your the 2 2, and then you've got your 6 as you add them up. It's saying I'm creating my new things. It does mean we need to work a little bit harder, but if you love doing, like me and you, Annette, we love doing what we want or what we desire. So if we find our passion and we work with it, it's going to be okay. If you make it a chore, I don't think it's going to work. You have to change things. Right. Very artistic as well, yeah, because it's about painting and everything like that as well. Yeah.
Very significant year. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, see, the 6 always reminds me of the flower power children.
Right. Yes.
Maybe I could be. As people know me, I am a little bit fairy. I put my broom aside sometimes after my ride. No, I'm joking. But I love what I do, and I do what I love, and that's on the back of my cards as well, my business cards, because I think if you love what you do and you do what you love, there's no problems there. And if people have an issue, it's theirs. And I'm not being disrespectful to people, but I love it. I love it. See, cards, I was taught tarot as well. Tarot did for me. It was a man on a horse with a sword or whatever. When I got taught numerology, it was just a whole new world. So, and I also found when you marry someone and you take on their name, your vibration changes because you're taking on their vibration, so they're karmic. Everybody's got a karmic some way, shape or form. So it's all about a karmic lesson. What is the lesson? You're taking on their shield, because many moons ago it used to be shields. Right. Family plumage. Yeah.
Oh, it's such a fascinating the whole thing, numerology, changing names, because I do know people who change their name because they feel that what they have been given doesn't fit with them.
That's right. Yes, that's right. And it's like if you get divorced and don't change your name, you're still carrying that gentleman or lady's name with you. So it's saying you disassociate and go back to who you are. So you change, is like change it by dipole or whatever, then you'll have that your own vibration back.
Right.
But that person was there for a reason, whether they're good, bad or indifferent. and it's a strength. It's about how we all land on our feet. The numbers we're given and the children were given is there for a reason, and the children pick us. Apparently they pick us before they come. And I've been so lucky with my two, Kelly and Scott.
Well, you have one daughter here supporting you this morning, I sense.
Oh,
Kelly. But before we get to Kelly, Carrie would like, now Karen's birthday is coming up very, very shortly. The 1st of the 3rd. So another person in March.
That becomes a 10. So this year, Karen will be all about brand new beginnings, as I said before. But it doesn't necessarily mean everything's brand new. There'll be opportunities for Karen to take on board. So with Karen, with her understanding, did I add that up right? Yes, I did. With Karen, sometimes my mouth goes faster than my brain. I suppose most people feel that too. With Karen, there will be brand new beginnings. So doors will open for her. It does mean babies. So it means brand new things. It could be change of area around her. It could be new hobbies. Or it could be a brand new car. I'll manifest that for her. So it's all about brand new. And it could be learning about your angels, learning Reiki. It could be anything like that. So with her, it's opening the doors and allowing its relationships as well as new beginnings. So it's fresh start for her. So with her, it was the 1st of the 3rd, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm with you again. Get off my broom and I'll settle back down because my brain goes, oh, this is so good.
Excellent. Oh, well, that's fantastic. Now, coming to your gorgeous Kelly.
Yes.
The 24th of the 6th.
So with Kelly, my baby, she's the same life number as me, number 3. She's very intuitive. And with the 6 in a birthday, it's more about sorting herself out because she's very creative in her mindset, all right? Because you have the 3, 6 and 9 on top of the grid. So with that, it means the brain is chattering. And Kelly's brain does chatter a bit. Sorry, Kel. So Kelly would be a 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. So Kelly's in a 6, so it means family. It's also meaning working on herself. The 6 is to talk about having bigger shoulders for people to cry on, but it's also talking about being social, looking for new things. Now, because she's the 24th 6, the 24 is she's working through her sensitivity. The 4 is I'm the builder. I'm going to make things happen, whether you like it or not. But it's looking at the comforts. Now, with that, it's all about her understanding that if she chooses to do one thing, it will be there for her because she's a life number 3. Her brain can manifest anything because the 3s are the chatterbox from the universe. So they entertain people, but they also chatter. What, can you tell I chat? Oh, Mrs. Have a Chat. Won the award for that. So with Kelly, it's all about children as well. And she's got my beautiful grandson, Archie. And I've got Freya as well from Scotty and Andrea. But I found that with threes, they have to be aligned. And with this life number 3, it's all about the triangle. So it's all about mind, body, spirit. With Kelly, there will be work for her, but she has to do it in her own time if she chooses to.
Mm-hmm.
And with family, she'll have to deal with me.
That's a little reminder to everybody that we are living on the planet of choice.
We are.
And it's totally, we can sit with our hands, sit on our hands if we want to, or we can decide that, okay, what is it that I'd really like to do?
Yeah.
So let our hearts sing.
See, we're all built with fear. And I read something yesterday from a lady, Farah, and she was saying, I'm going to be doing a course at the weekend, and she said to me, what if your fears are just excitement and not knowing what to do with it? And she said, everything's your choice, which it is. You choose to be negative with yourself, that's fine. That's what you choose. Because there's no right and wrong. And even in Reiki, they say there's no right and wrong. And there's the colours, every colour you can think of. Like, look at yourself as a rainbow. And if you think one colour's out, send love to that colour. I know it sounds airy-fairy, but I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been very lucky with friends all around me, very, very lucky, and very, my heart sometimes get overwhelmed and I don't know what to say, but that's okay. Yeah, and normally I start crying, but I'm not today.
Well, we haven't finished yet. Who knows what might happen, Elaine?
Oh, you never know. Yeah. But for this year, it is about female energy as well because of the 2022. And who is the female? If you're sensitive, that's okay too. But if you've got an 8, it's like I'm taking control of this part of me that I keep hiding because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. So, yeah, and being with the 6, it is all about friends, family, work colleagues, and it's really looking at people that you may decide to go, you know what, there's rumblings under here. I think it's time for me to, if someone says something and they push your buttons, then you have to ask, what do you mean by this? And if people don't, they'll go home to bed and it'll be running around in their head. I learned that a couple of moons or so ago to sort of what do you mean by that, instead of coming home, especially with work colleagues and that, because there's always politics in the office or the shop or wherever. So it's your choice to change it. And when you start changing things around you, Annette, it's like a domino effect to go boom, 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 boom.
Indeed. Yes. We can say that we have been hurt.
Yes.
We can thank the person or situation for helping us understand a bit more about ourselves. So as you say, flipping a situation over, because everything happens for a reason. And it's like, okay, so what's this about? And especially if there's a pattern, Elaine. No, I find this the same thing or a similar situation is happening all the time. It's like, hey, I'm missing something here.
That's right. It's same scenario, different people. And that's what I found in my life. It's the same situation but different people. And then I said, okay, because I always say, okay, universe, show me what I'm doing. What am I doing? I used to say, what am I doing wrong? But I don't say that anymore because nothing's really. So now I say, okay, show me my next step. What is it with this person, or what is it with this job, or whatever? And I get shown straight away. And then you can even say, why are these people like this? What? When you get a negative person in workplace or family member, that's how they are. They're like that with everyone. It's not just you. They're on this planet to teach everybody something, but you're on the planet, and there's no excuse for rudeness or unkindness. But what I'm trying to say, it's like if you are in a situation when you're going, oh, it's happening again. That's when you say, okay, show me what is the lesson I need to see, not what about them, and then talk and then put bad words there, because that's only going to reflect back on you, and you won't get out of that situation. And the more you register it. Sorry.
No, not at all. We will get to Joan. We haven't forgotten you, Joan. People are really interested in listening to you, Elaine. Anaya, it's the first time for her, so she's very impressed with them and loves the inspiration. And Elizabeth is saying that she needed to hear what you've just said. And see, I love the way spirit works. The people who are listening at the moment, whether it be live or down the track, there will be a message for them. And it's like, thank you.
Yes, I love the way you do that, Annette. Thank you. That is so connection. That is concreting it. That is beautiful.
Well, thank you, Elaine. We now will move to Joan, who has been very patient. Thank you, Joan. Joan is a March baby as well, the 24th of March, 24th of the 3rd.
So she's in a 6th year. So she'll start feeling the influence of the 6. Isn't it funny? People that have spoken to the 3s. So with the 6, again, it's all family, but it's also looking at family issues. Now, it's all about being there for others. But with the 6th year, you've got to remember to look after you too. You know, it's all about go and have a massage, go and have a coffee, go and meet up with girlfriends or male friends and girlfriends or whoever, because it's the nurturing side. It's the carer, the nurturer. You can be there 24/7, but you need to step back a bit and have time for yourself, because if you don't, you're going to get burnt out. And it's addressing situations around you that people, like if they're negative, it's trying to change that situation. Don't try, just go with the flow. All right, there's no such word as try, because to me, it's only my opinion, nobody else's, I hope. Oh, well, it could be. Well, knowing me, it's talking about if I try, I'm only trying. And then, but if you say, no, I'm going to do it, go and do it. Just do it. And I know the fear, and that's where I got that excitement. It's like, oh my God, what if they say this? What if? It doesn't matter really. It's we stop ourselves, we sabotage. And see, with the 6, put a big, for the winter, put a big pot of stew on, or stew, that'll do, or soup, and sit around the table and have some beautiful crusty bread, bring the family together, or enjoy outings with people you love. 6 is very, very happy number. It's a date. I call them the sunflower, as I said before, but 6 can have a bit of anxiety attached to it, because they're nervous of stepping out of their comfort zone. And it can be hard to step out of the comfort zone.
Mm.
So Joan, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, 6. So for her month number, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. She's in, so 3. She will be in a personal year 3. So that means mind, body, spirit. Maybe let your hair down, Joan, and dance on a table or something. But it's all about speaking up and allowing yourself to be heard. Because 3, as we know, is the chatterbox, as I'm a good example. But 3 is also the triangle, so mind, body, spirit. It's saying what you're feeling, getting that passion out and say what you feel, because sometimes we can get stuck. And the 3's there to have fun because it's born entertainer, but 3 is also, it's like the actors. Some of them are really good actors and they've got the 3 somewhere in their chart.
Mm-hmm.
And it's showing people and speaking up what you do the best, Elaine.
Now, Joan has given you a little bit of feedback. Very
Yes.
true about anxiety.
Yes. And it is see, every number has a negative and positive. It's the yin and yang. So with 1s, I'm standing tall, but don't get too stuck in the ground.
Mm.
2 is sensitivity, but learning your sensitivity. Don't hold on to your emotions without letting them go, because they are warriors, the 2s. 3 is Mrs. Have a chat up in your brain space. You can.
I love that term.
4 is the builder, but they're very pedantic and they do worry because they're planting the seeds for the whole world. So they need to know that they can step out of their comfort zone. And 5, freedom. Freedom. I want my freedom. I love that. But 5 is all about setting things up and knowing it's going to be okay. But it's also saying the freedom within the spirit within you. So letting go. 6 is talking about family, as I said before, but it's more about looking at what pushes your buttons, but very intuitive as well. The 7 is the master. It's not the master number. It is the inquiring mind. So open your mind up, learning new things. It's also to do with what they call, or what I've been taught. Some books are different, but I was taught by Reverend Mandy Stone. The 7 is the justice system. See, with your 6, that's a nurse. That's your doctors. They're all the carers of the world. The 8 is karmic lesson, but it's not bad about, because everyone goes, oh, karmic, oh, that's bad. No, the 8 is money, business, and karmic. So your karmic contracts with people. But you could be a bank manager and a really good businessman if you want to be, or persons, I should say. The 9 is the humanitarian. Sometimes 9s sit back. They're very angel-like. They'll sit back and they'll suss everything out. And then they'll go on what they feel is right. But they're humanitarians, and most of them end up taking on children, that adopting children, or they could be loners as well, because the sensitivity of everything is too much for them. But the 9 is ending, starting afresh. So in their life, they have to finish things. They can't, it's like having a crocheting pattern, as people know I do crocheting, having a crocheting pattern and just leaving it there, and then you go, I've got to finish it, I've got to finish it, which I actually have at last. And then the 10 is brand new beginnings. So the 10, or you do 10-1, because you've got to break it down. and that is all to do with brand new beginning. But the 10 is also stepping in your power, asking angels or your spirit friends or your guides to help you. And then you get your 11, which means old soul. So 11's your legs. It's standing on your own 2 legs and taking responsibility. And it means you're back again. 11s, and I have watched and read a few books, it's always up and down. See, I'm the 29th/11. And that's all about me taking, like, looking at me and saying, okay, I am super sensitive. My mind's everywhere but where it should be. And then you add together, you get your 11. So the 11 means I'm an old soul, but I'm back here to stand up for myself again, which I'm doing. The 12, meaning 12, becomes the 3. And so the 3 is all about happiness. But it's funny, I worked my husband my personal personal year numbers out. He's 12, and when I worked it out, he was a 12, which was a 3, and I was a 21. So we were reversed. So he's looking at, well, most people know he's standing his ground, but there is a sensitive side too. Then you get your 22, which means old soul. 33 is old soul. But when you add them up, you do not break them down, 11, 22, 33, and I've read 44. So you do not break them down at all, because that's a very strong number. It's just an indication. My belief is an indication of that you're back here again, and that's why people feel familiar. The energy. Mm-hmm. I know you don't know your face. And see, and then you can do music to your numbers. I've done that in the past, many moons ago. So you can make a tune with the vibration of the numbers. You can your house number. So your house number one, which I live in, never moving. And I've been here, I was pregnant with Kelly. So she's 30, sorry, Cal. Yeah, I think she's 32. Let me know later, Cal. The 2 is sensitivity. So everyone's very high on their vibration or nerves. 3 is the fun house. It has to have music. So 4 is, we'll do this. And the house could be immaculate, like absolutely beautiful. 5, it's like, oh yeah, let's go with the flow. And
that's
6
so true for me.
Yeah,
I was in 5 for 40 years.
Oh wow. And the 6, sorry, your house number.
My house number was 5, and I definitely went with the flow. Yeah. I'm interested in these numbers, Elaine, and we will continue with them. We have 2 more ladies patiently waiting as well with numbers. So just to give you
I'm ready.
So you're up to 6. Do you want to keep going with the importance of those numbers?
Oh, yeah. 6 is family, so a lot of family stuff happening. 7 is tranquil. It's to do with spirituality. They probably have a house where they have the incense and the bowls. And 8 is, I'm a businessman, come home late, go to bed, get up, then go to work. But it's also saying everything has to be in order. The 9 is, a bit of furniture from that place, bit of furniture from that place. As long as I'm happy in it. And then it goes to 1, because you always break your numbers down. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Glad I don't live in America with their long numbers they have. I noticed that the other night. they've got really long numbers to their house. You'd be there all day adding them up.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, dear. Now, Louise has been a patient for quite some time. Her birth details are the 19th of the 7th.
10, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. She's in a fun-loving year.
Whoa.
Oh, Louise. So with the 3, it's really important to be careful of, and I don't want that to sound a negative, but it's you have to be careful with what and who you talk to, because with the 3, how can I put it? It's more about that positive spill and the negative spill. So in your head and in your heart, it's looking at, I need to tell them something, but I don't know how. Just don't put a time limit on what you need to talk about. Just say it as always, in a nice way. You don't have to be rude to people. But she's going to go through because her birthday's a 1/9, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
She would be very good at healing stuff, like maybe music around her, learn words, be an act, or just be anywhere there's good vibration, as in music. Anything that would bring her up, because with the negativity, when we speak it, that's what we'll get. The 3 year, well, what I've learned for me in the 3 year, it's understanding it's okay to be me as well. What I like, I don't like, that's okay. But when you get that, I haven't got enough money. If you keep repeating that every day, that's what you'll get. But this year, it says to have fun, let her hair down, enjoy life this year. And there will be a few things she needs to talk about. If she feels, no, there's nothing really, just enjoy your year with the 3. It's also about being creative and being very, very in tune with the universe. So she'll be opened a lot more. And the 2s represent spirit. So it's all about everyone's opened at the moment. So with her month number, 7, she's in a 10. 10-1. So it means all brand new doors opening. So it's all about, I feel I need to do this, go and do it. Go and have a massage. Do something brand new that you wouldn't do. Like what did I do? Oh, yeah, I jumped out of a plane.
You what?
I did. I had so many fears. I actually tanned them out of a plane. And I loved it. It was so a beautiful sunny day. Everyone was nervous for me. I was like, oh, no, let's do this. And it was, I worked with this beautiful lady called, come to me, I call her Tallish Bear. She calls me Smallish Bear. And she helped me save up to do it because I had so many things. She was shocked. And so I went and jumped out of the plane and I survived.
Very well done.
Then I showed myself about the fears. It's what we keep putting in front of us. Danielle, her name is. Sorry, my brain just went somewhere else, probably still up there.
Good on you. It's
So
such an awesome feeling.
Yeah,
wow.
It is, and you're free. You can't hear things there. It's so quiet. And the sun was shining. It was a beautiful day. I didn't tell my husband either. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. What was Louise, was it? No. What was this lady's name?
This lady's name was Louise.
Oh, it was Louise. Now, with her first letters in her name, the L is a 3, the O is a 6. So that becomes a 9. She must be in that humanitarian place, or very strong-headed. Okay. Now, when you draw a 9, that's your head. And then the line is your spine. When you draw a 6, because the 6 is the creator, you draw your spine and then you draw your belly. And you can have it as flat as you want or as big as you want. So, yeah, with Louise, that becomes a 9. See, the 0, the 6 means she's the carer. And people look at that, the first valve, not on a car, the valve, the IE, what is it? AEIOU in the name. The first one becomes the more strongest, because it's saying, I'm the carer, I look after you, but it's also saying, like, if she was into nursing or healing or anything like that, that's what the 0 or the O is. The L is talking. The L is all about love, and it's all about, it's a vibration of the 3. So with the L and the O, and that's how you work out your karmic, is through the name, your karmic lesson and stuff like that.
That's another show, Elaine. We've just created it.
Oh, we did too. So the vibrations, everything is a vibration no matter what we do. But even when you're born, as you know, Annette, there's a time. Take your first breath, so look at the time. And now I've noticed nurses say happy birthday to the new babies that come in. So, yeah, I just find it fascinating. It's like you could have a whole library of numbers and what one. And if it happens again, I will write down the symbols that resonate with your number. I know number 1's a full stop. Number 2's a dash. Number 3 is a triangle. Number 4 is a box. So that represents the builder. But it's saying step out of that box when you're feeling a bit of anxiety or anything. Step out of the box. 5 is the 5-star. So they're the stars. 6 is the 6-pointed star. 7, 8, and 9, I'm not 100%. 8 is circles. I can't remember them. Circles, or it's square on top of a square. I think 9 is a box with an antenna, meaning they're connected to the universe. 7, I'll have to go and have a look what that one is.
Well, you've got a month. Getting back to this show and numerology, it's interesting. Tegan has asked her, and she is the only person today who has already had a birthday this year. Her date is the 21st of the 1st.
So she's in a 10, brand new beginnings. But see, with a 10, it can mean babies. Okay, it can mean brand new ideas. If was it Tegan?
Yes,
what's her name?
Tegan. Yeah.
With Tegan, it's saying open the doors. It can be new fridge. It could be shifting and putting new things in the home. It's also saying get rid of the old to welcome in the new. So it's talking about Tegan standing tall. So have your spine, because the 1 represents your spine as well as your feet or your legs. So if she's got a decision to make to open new doors, it could be buying and letting a house, her moving out of a house to move into a new one. It can be all sorts of things that is brand new. And it could be something really little, like she might go and have her hair cut, or she might go and have buy something for her bedroom to bring in that beautiful new energy. So with Tegan, so for this, for the 3rd month, she will be in, sorry, my brain's gone again.
You can tell we're coming to the end of the show. You have done so well.
With the 8, I think, she'll be in an 8th month this month. So that's all talking about taking charge, business decisions, and all that type of stuff. So it's also karmic endings. So look, talking about money, business side of things, and with the 1 in for this year, she will be opening brand new doors. So if she's looking at starting or looking at talking to a business person that will help her on her new journey, it can mean taking a holiday too, because it means brand new. So things she hasn't done before. With her number, she's day 3. Oh, that just popped up again, the 3.
3's all about fun.
Fun. We all have fun. So it's all about her being in balance with herself and owning what she has. So it could be a new friendship in love. So that'd be nice. Yeah.
Very.
That suits you, Tegan. And see, with Tegan, her valve is a 5 and T is a 2. So that's a 7. So her first letters of her name means spiritual healer. So it's talking about her freedom. She doesn't like being caged in, but the T is saying that you have compassion and understanding for others. But stop worrying. Stop worrying about them. It's very hard at the moment for people. I totally understand that. So, yeah, it's more about her Tegan understanding that everything's going to be okay. Now, she's setting herself up for the next 9 years, from now to the next 9 years, because she's starting afresh. But what she's done,
Tegan has just put on, thank you, I'm currently expecting a baby.
Ooh. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback, Tegan. That's lovely. Annette, that's amazing, isn't it?
Indeed. And Elizabeth has said she had a birthday too, but she's only just put her date in. And I'm really sorry, Elizabeth, but our time is up for this time. Elaine and I will return in next month. How exciting will that be? And we know it's going to be the 24th of March, because there are 28 days in February. So
that's right. I wonder why they didn't put the extra in. They didn't put the 30th in, the number 3.
So I think the next time we might, who knows, but concentrate on the letters and the significance of our names, because names are fascinating.
Yeah, they are. And even when you mainly do your name, it does take a little bit longer, because you could have a really long name. But what happens is it's all about your karmic lesson too with the person you married. But see, some people have their name, their maiden name, or their name they were born with, and dash or hyphen the next person's name, the person they've married. Yeah. So that goes into a lot more detail. But the name is always from the one you were born with.
Right.
then you can look at, okay, your name. Say mine was Barker, then I changed it to Trelful. So it's like the both of them. The Barker is more about being on stage and doing things, where Trelful is a different kettle of fish. But I love it. I love it all.
Well, and our audience love you, Elaine. There's fabulous feedback. So, in fact, Carol wants us to extend the show. Not so sure about that one, but anyway, we shall see. We shall see. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you, Elaine.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I really enjoyed myself, and thank you for having me on, and thank you for the listeners too supporting us.
Yes, it's so important, isn't it?
Mm.
So, how can people reach out to you, Elaine, if they think, oh my goodness, I'm not going to wait a month, I'd like a reading? How's the best way for them to get to you?
Okay. The way I work is I'm at Gembrook, at CK Elements in Gembrook, on a Friday at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Also do readings what's it called? I'll think of it. Kuna Park Market in Berwick on the Sunday. This Sunday's closed because of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And also at Crystals and Flames in Chelsea once a month on the first Saturday of the month. But if they need to contact me, they can ring 0435 767 144. Isn't that funny? I've been working with numbers and I couldn't even remember my phone number.
I think we need that again.
0435 767 144.
Beautiful. All right.
I really appreciate you.
Feel free to reach out to Elaine. And thank you. As we sign off, may I remind you that these shows should never replace your legal, medical, nor professional advice, nor your own sound judgment. Have a fabulous rest of the day, the week, the month, and make sure you put your best foot forward.
Thank you.
Bring in the joy and the fun. Much love, everyone.
Much love to you, Annette. Thank you.